Hello there guys, and a very warm welcome to the Transbus Train Plan Lift Adventures YouTube channel, and I trust that you are all well and looking after yourself. And welcome to this video, which was taken a month back, and this is the Wythall BUSFEST 2022, which was a new show for the 2022 season, organised by the Wythall Transport Museum. And it took place at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. And as you probably know, this was also where the Buses Festival used to take place. But that was in 2019, the year before coronavirus hit us. And as well as that, we're also including the lifts in this place as well. So before we review the buses, let's do the lifts and the escalators. The first lift we come to first is the glass lift, and then which is a modernised Schindler to a generic. Then we will head to the non-glass, which is an Otis Gen 2, and then we will finish off with the Schindler escalators. Anyway, let's just crack on, guys.
Doors closing.
Alright, this is the lift at the British Motor Museum.
Going up.
At the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. And this is a generic lift, capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. Slow this lift. Now second floor's a staff. Oh yeah. So second floor's staff only. Oh, this is the conference suite up here.
Second floor.
We got second floor.
Doors open.
Let's go back down to ground.
Doors closing.
I think this is a Paragon.
Lift going down.
I think this is a Paragon lift, but it's got modern Scania announcements on it. I think this used to be a Schindler lift. As you know, this is also organised by the BUSFEST. There's a bus event coming on, happening today here in Gaydon.
Ground floor.
We've got ground floor,
Doors
and
open.
that's it. This is the non-glass lift at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. Let's go to one. This is an Otis 2000 hydraulic. Capacity 650 kilograms, 8 persons. Year built 2007. This one's slow. Here we are, first floor. It's going to be these doors. First floor. Go back down to ground. Got my torch on. There's no mirror in this lift. Here we got ground floor. And that's it. Alright, these are the escalators at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire, and these are Schindlers. The escalators don't go so they're going to the ground, to the second floor. They only go between the ground and the first floor. Let's go back down. Schindler. This is just located off the M40. And that's it. So then guys, now let's crack on with the buses. So the first bus we come to is a Volvo B7 RLA with a right Eclipse urban body. And this bus is based at Wolverhampton Garage. It was actually new to Wolverhampton Garage in the year 2011. And first it was red and white, then it went to crimson red, and then during this year, 2022, it was painted into the grey livery, not to confuse you lot bus enthusiasts with the platinum buses, which are the Enviro 400 MMCs. So then, as you might know, this display here carries all vehicles from National Express. So anyway, we're now moving to the next bus, which is 1834. It's a Scania Omnilink, and it carries the Warsaw Corporation livery. Now, this bus was new to Perry Bar Garage in 2008. It was then transferred to Bawdsley Garage in 2012, but as you know, Bawdsley Garage closed in 2020, which was during the coronavirus pandemic. And then later, it was transferred over to Warsaw. And it was so unique to see the red and white livery back on the streets of Warsaw, because all the other Scanias were repainted into crimson red. But however, following a fire on their Warsaw Corporation Trident, which was one of the best vehicles at Warsaw Bus Depot, the decision was then made to repaint 1834 into the Warsaw Corporation livery. Now, as you know, Warsaw Corporation was blue and yellow, but it was also one iconic livery of all time. Now, the next bus we come to is a Transbus Trident LX 400, and this one is 4535, and it carries the Wolverhampton Corporation livery, which is green and yellow. And this bus was new to Wolverhampton Garage. And I was so surprised to see a Wolverhampton Corporation Trident bus ploughing the streets of Wolverhampton. And of course, this is one of my favourite Tridents at Wolverhampton Bus Depot. And the last time I rode this was in the year 2020 during a different time, which was of course coronavirus. And of course, I rode it on the 10B service, which is the Wolverhampton to Codsall run, which was once done by Arriva Midlands. If you remember, Arriva Midlands used to do the 10B up to Codsall. And I'm a massive fan of these Transbus Tridents, and also with it being in the Wolverhampton Corporation livery. Now, the next vehicle seen right next to that Dennistrodden LX 400. But before I move on to be talking about the Metro bus, that Dennistrodden on the right, which carries the Wolverhampton Corporation livery, was converted into Euro 6 specification, so it could still run in and out of low emission zones. So anyway, this is a Metro bus, and I don't know what depot this was new to, due to the fact I never saw these Metro buses, but I did see this one at the time during the pandemic, the coronavirus, when they were using it for the staff's break bus at Dudley Bus Station, and also later went to Wolverhampton Bus Station. So there's quite a lot of National Express Heritage Society buses to be seen here at the Wythall BUSFEST. So then, we are now moving into the modern day century, and we've now come to the Alexander Dennis hybrid bus, which is an electric bus, and it's E001, and this bus is allocated to Yardley Wood Garage, which is new to Yardley Wood Garage in the year 2020, which was during the coronavirus. And this bus is branded for the 6 service from Birmingham to Solihull. And this is electric, meaning it is also Euro 6 specification, meaning there isn't any fumes going along that part of the route on the number 6, apart from the odd other routes that are not got the electric motor in them. And of course, this bus is so stunning. I've not yet rode a National Express West Midlands electric vehicle. I have rode the Diamond Electric Plaxton Centros on the 229, the Dudley to Bilston service. Now, the next bus that we come to in the National Express display is a Dennistrodden LX 400, fleet numbered 4321. Now, this bus was new in 2002 to Wolverhampton Garage. In 2012, which was also the year of the London 2012 Olympics, it was then transferred to Birmingham Central Garage. And then in 2015, it returned to Wolverhampton Garage, but during the coronavirus pandemic, it was then transferred over to Yardley Wood Garage, 2020. So it's transferred to Yardley Wood Garage in 2020, but then in 2021, the bus was withdrawn. But however, it was then donated to Wythall Transport Museum, so it is on display at Wythall Transport Museum. So, as you know, I've been to their open day event, which happens in May, so I always go to the one in May. So, of course, I'll be able to see this awesome Dennistrodden LX 400. As you know, if you heard me mention with the Wolverhampton Corporation Trident, I'm a massive fan of Dennistrodden LX 400s. Now then, as you might know, this show wasn't just only about National Express West Midlands. There was also other type of vehicles that came in the attendance, like Stagecoach as well, like this one from Stagecoach Oxfordshire, which was an ADL Enviro 200. As you know, I rode a lot of Stagecoach ADL Enviro 200s in the past, like I rode the ones on the 55 from Coventry up to Nuneaton, the 48 that goes up to Leicester from Coventry through Nuneaton, and of course on the 86 from Rugby to Coventry. But the 86 was just before the coronavirus pandemic, so as you know, I've rode a handful of Stagecoach buses from past to present. So then there was other bus companies that attended, like the Oxford Bus Company came along, Uno. There was even a handful of different buses, like from Stagecoach, even Heritage Vehicles, and yet another Stagecoach bus. And this one here is based at the Gloucester depot, so managed to get some good shots at that. There was also the first bus from Badger Line, so Badger Line came along, which is a special livery which you'll see around the Weston-super-Mare area. So as well as that, we managed to get on a Stagecoach bus as well. So anyway, here is a video of the Stagecoach bus right now, heading on a tour around the Gaydon area. So I just want you to sit back, relax and enjoy the video.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything around is modern. It's like, why register in service? Yes, it's in service. And it's the next one. The time is actually a proper service. Well, I swear that we could hear that not one national. They've got to send the national. They have to. I bet you'll send their own national out. That's working it out. When I went forward back up, I basically snapped the life sorry, life of it. Life. They'll send their own national out. We want pay 11. Oh no, it is. Looking on down to the islands. Like all Bristol we are at the minute. It's all staying up. He's a Stagecoach Bus driver. What? No, yeah, do the Yawning for me. By the way, don't go out yet. Let's go down to the what? Yawning for you.
That's not such a yawning for.
Voice yawn. Oh, the yawny voice box. Voice yawn box. It's the second time I've got a thing on this road. Last time he dragged me on 373 MNC and cabbage MNC. Oh, yeah. This is that boat. Oh, yeah. Oh, smoke hard. Yeah. Smoke, heat string, smoke lights, toast lights. He's just turning into an absolute yawn.
Oh! You're not best. You're boy. Right, it's your fault, Rob. Singing
in the shower. Oh, shed trash. Trash.
There was also another vehicle that was also in attendance. It was a Leyland National bus carrying Chesterfield livery. However, I didn't get any video on this one due to the fact that it was playing copyright music in the background. As you know, I do not own music like that because, as you know, I'd get copyright strikes for that. So it was lovely getting a ride on all those buses as well. Here at the British Motor Museum, Gaydon, Warwickshire, BUSFEST 2022. And of course, there was also one of my favourite buses, an Optare Solo, which carries the Lug Valley Travel livery. Now, Lug Valley operate around the Leicester and Hereford areas, also alongside their sister company, Yeomans. However, Yeomans withdrew a lot of the Hereford local services to Sergeants, which also operate within the Hereford area. So there was a handful of good buses around the area itself. And this is a 53 plate Optare Solo. And as you know, Lug Valley do the 490 from Ludlow down to Leicester and the 492 Leicester down to Hereford. Now that years ago used to be combined as the 192 from Hereford to Leicester, Leicester to Ludlow, and then Ludlow to Kidderminster, Kidderminster to Halesowen, and also Halesowen to Birmingham. So it was the Hereford to Birmingham service back in the days of the Midland Red West privatisation. So then that's the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Wythall BUSFEST 2022 at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. which is located off the M40, which is heading down towards the Thames Valley area. And it's been an amazing show, apart from the weather, which was dull and wet. And of course, yesterday's Wolverhampton Park Lane Garage Open Day was the best show ever, with warm weather, and we brought the weather to the Wolverhampton bus depot, but we didn't bring it to the Wythall BUSFEST at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. However, Wythall BUSFEST will be back next year at the same place, British Motor Museum, Gaydon, Warwickshire. So it'll be back next year, 2023. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it might be a better show next year. And hopefully we'll have better weather next year as well. So it's been a lovely show. I will be doing a few more bus events, blogs, to come on the channel very soon. So please stay tuned for that, guys, here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And of course, more bus videos are going to be happening this week. So I'll let you know when the bus videos will be going ahead, and I'll then upload them onto my YouTube channel. So once again, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Take care, look after yourselves, and see you soon.